Today we're going to be replacing the OEM Type R steering wheel with this. Over here we have a dry carbon fiber flat bottom steering wheel. It's got a matte finish with a center red pinstriping. Nice touch there. The steering wheel that comes with the Type R is not bad. I just wish it was a little bit more flat bottom here. And also I think the leather material is not that great. On this aftermarket steering wheel, we also have better ergonomic grips, in my opinion. It's a little beefier, feels a lot better in the hands. And of course, we've got the flat bottom here, perforated leather, and the same red stitching. Before we go and do the steering wheel, I also have a couple leather goodies here that I'm gonna put on. We're gonna be replacing these sun visors. Currently, they're just cloth. And they also have this yucky warning label that I want to get rid of. My good friend Aaron made these replacement panels that are made of Napa leather and it has red stitching. I think that's going to go a lot better with the rest of the interior. And then we also have a Alcantara seatbelt holder. This is going to be nice because we go ahead and install it. We're going to install it right here on the chair. That way it can hold the seat belt in a convenient place. You know, I always find myself reaching for this. All right, install should be very simple. All it is Velcro. Alright, just like that, it's done. Super simple. There's just a button here that clips on. I really like how it matches the seat, all the stitching. Very, very clean. For the sun visors, we just gotta take this one off. There's a locking tab in there. You're gonna need a flathead screwdriver. Just remove it, unplug it, put the new one in, don't forget to plug it back in. Okay, 9 years later and I'm finished. Honestly, not the funnest install. Some of these tabs were extremely difficult to work with, but super happy with how it turned out. Looks very clean. All right, now we can do the steering wheel. Here's a couple tools that we're gonna be needing. We're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver, a couple pry tools. This will be useful to move some of the trim. We're gonna need a Torx T30 and then a 10mm Allen impact wrench and some blue Loctite. Okay, before we take off the steering wheel, you wanna make sure that it is completely straight and that the battery is disconnected. I already disconnected the battery. The steering wheel isn't going anywhere. We're gonna be using this Torx T30 to remove 2 of the Torx bolts on each side of the steering wheel. It's gonna be right here. Once these 2 bolts are removed, airbag console should just come off. Okay, so we're removing gray harness, green harness, and this black ground wire that you can't really see from this angle, but yeah. Remove those 3 and this should just come off. All right, airbag is off. Now we need this last white connector. All right, everything's disconnected. And here, this is where the 10mm Allen comes in. Ooh! You could do this by hand, but it's gonna take a while, so I opted to use this. Oh yeah, you should probably hold the steering wheel. Okay, steering wheel should come off now. I'm gonna leave it like that. Kind of like how that looks. All right, I guess this is the fun part. We have the steering wheel now out of the car. You just need to remove a total of 5 Phillips screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's one right here holding the ground. All right. All the screws are out. We need to take this one out. Ground wire's out. All right, we flip this over now, and this back piece should just come off. Oops. If you look on the sides of the steering wheel, there are connectors. You have to disconnect left and right. All right, back piece is off. Last thing to do really is just to transfer all these trim controls. So there's 2 separate pieces. You want to be careful not to scuff up the edges or break any of the clips, so just be patient and take your time. This clip right here and this clip right here, you want to push these. There's 2 on both sides, so you want to work your way pushing these in while also trying to wiggle it out from the front. So what I'm doing is I'm just using my screwdriver and I'm pushing it here. Okay, finally. Now what you want to do is you basically want to transfer everything you just took off onto the new steering wheel. But before we do that, let's go ahead and compare the 2 side by side. Alright, last thing you want to do is put some blue Loctite back onto this bolt before installing the wheel back on. Okay, steering wheel is in. Super happy. Looks really clean. Feels great too. A little beefier than the stock. And if you guys are wondering, these panels are by Suede It. They do custom upholstery, leather, suede, you name it, whatever you want, they can do it. We have the armrest here as well. This shifter plate is custom, Hybrid Racing short shifter. Gauge cluster hood is also by Suede It. We have black Napa leather and red pinstriping to match the rest of the car. This used to be plastic. All right, who remembers the BRZ? Shout out to my OG followers who have been with me since that car. Comment below if you were a sub since day 1. I really appreciate you guys. Also, don't forget to check out the store for more air fresheners like these and a bunch of other merch. I just dropped the carbon fiber license plates today as well. All right, let's test drive with the steering wheel. We got our boba. I really like this center red stripe. Steering wheel feels really beefy. The ergos on the 9 and 3 notches are really good as well. It's taking me some time to get used to though. Like I'm usually used to feeling like soft leather material. Down here too, like when I'm turning, when I do full rotation, it's not like a circle anymore. Yeah, see, like when I turn, it's like round and then hard corner right here. It's taking some time to get used to this part. Hey guys, got a new lens here. This is the RF 50mm f1.2L. For size comparison, here's my old 85. It's a pretty chunky boy. Yeah, let's test this bad boy out and see how the footage looks.
Made a girl drop it on the floor. In the days where my cash go, pick it up oh so slow. Made her eat my apple. I am never comfortable, cause I never reach my goal. One thing that I know, I'm gonna get that